Hello everyone, for this fractal I'm mostly going to be doing a voiceover because there's a lot of different things to cover with this one, and depending on your fractal scale, the fractal will dramatically change. As you can see, it's like a jumping puzzle fractal. There's going to be harpies that will stand in your way as you go up. Some groups decide to run all the way through, other groups decide to kill each of the harpies to make it easier. On fractals level 10 and higher, the harpies gain a new ability, red AoE circles with lightning balls. The lightning balls will shoot out from them, and if you don't move out the AoE circle in like 4 seconds, the lightning ball will knock you off and send you falling to your doom. How you can stop that is by using reflects, like the ranger offhand axe offhand will reflect projectiles, wall of reflection and the guardian and so on will also reflect projectiles. You can even use the projectile canceling skills like the thief smoke wall. That will also work as well. Lastly, you can just choose to use stability and either fight the harpies or use stability and run all the way through. The higher you go up on the fractal scale, will determine on how hard the harpies hit. So later on, it may not be too easy to run all the way through without proper reflex, like the earth, like the staff, LE, earth attunement magnetic shield skill to reflect projectiles while moving. There are two parts of this fractal that involves jumping. That was the first part. Okay, so for this section, once we destroy this power generator, there are going to be 4 enemies we have to fight. The kill order for this is weakest to strongest. First, we're going to face off against the champion rabbit. The champion rabbit has the ability to knock you down in one hit, like a Monty Python reference. After the rabbit, we're going to be facing this veteran bandit. When she walks over to you and if she stops moving, it means she's putting a keg down right by you. So run away from her. If you don't, the keg will knock you really far away and you'll take a lot of damage. After she's down, we face the fire shaman. Yes, Reese typing now. And then we'll face the Eden. The Eden will always be harassing either 1 or 2 players. If the Eden is around you, go ahead and run from it because it's slow, but it hits hard. And that's about it.
Okay, sounds good.
But they're all 4 up at once.
Yes, exactly. The first one is a rabbit that's been targeted. Rabbit's down. Next up is the veteran bandit. I targeted her. Just be careful if she stops moving by you. Also, in any dungeon or mission, just say if you're down and we'll rush you. Sometimes fighting will get so intense we may not see that you're down.
Oops, I'm down.
No problem.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Next up is the shaman.
Yeah, a few of these enemies in here actually hit pretty hard.
And in the later fractals, if you're down, they're not gonna. Sometimes they won't stop attacking you until they're sure that you're dead.
Thatcher, is it tanking?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm about to have to run though.
I'll put out a healing circle on you.
Yeah, same.
I'm dead.
Each champion drops the champ chest, and the fire shaman when it's down is gonna spawn one. And Drizzt rallied. Good job.
Look at this. So pretty.
And then we'll continue on when everyone's ready.
Kill the harpies.
Yep, normally I like to run past them and stack to the right. Doesn't always work out, but normally they'll follow. Okay. Now we can just kill him. Oh, it's only one on this level. The higher up you go, the more harpies there'll be. Okay, this is like reminiscent of the original Donkey Kong if you played that. Don't touch these electric bars. If you do, you'll take a lot of damage. Take too much damage and you'll teleport down like what happened to them at the bottom of the staircase. You can use block skills to make your way up. You can roll through these bars. You can strap left and right. Variety of different ways. In most cases, jumping doesn't work.
I see that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's me or what, but usually I just pop stability and I can run
Go
through.
and activate it, Drizzt. It normally requires like 3 people to make it up to the top. And stability does work for you, Drizzt, but you still take damage. Okay, so for this level,
Ah, did I step on the floor? No,
How
no.
of us?
yeah, this is basically fine. So for anywhere before level 10, you just run in and whack on this golem. When
Oh,
poison
okay.
fills a room, you activate that fan on the other side of the room. On level 10 and higher, you have to use those crystals.
Uh-oh.
You have to use those crystals
Sorry about that.
no problem,
That's very...
to power the fan. But we don't have to here. The fan's already been activated, so we just you can see the fan's power levels at the different corners of the room. Once it's about to run out, that's when the golem will use the poison cloud again. I'm activating the fan now, so we no longer take poison damage. Good job. Next up, we have the final jumping part. So for fractals level 10 or higher, the harpies will shoot out red AoE circles, as we mentioned earlier. In general, it's safe to go in melee range. The harpies don't like putting AoE circles on top of themselves. There is an exception to this. During this jumping part, there are going to be multiple harpies on the road. Not at the level that we're doing now, but later on. When there are harpies next to each other in a row, and you're in melee of the first harpy, you will not get AoE put on you from the first harpy. However, you will get AoE put on you from the second harpy. The AoE will be that lightning bolt that goes out in the air and comes towards you. If it hits you, you'll get knocked off of the platform and be in-cap or kill, either one. If you're lucky, you may actually fall down to the bottom of the fractal and get swim in the water and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. But to stop the AoE attacks, you're going to have to use stability, reflex, like wall of reflection, or projectile canceling skills. I like how JoJo doesn't have to jump, he just walks to the next platform.
Yeah. And a lot of times if you're not used to jumping with a speed boost, it'll throw you off too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to quickly explain this part. There are 4 golems that you see me run into right now. Those 4 golems will activate one at a time. Our goal is to try to pull all the golems towards this corner and stack them on top of each other. So once we have disabled all 4 golems, we can't attack the boss, he's vulnerable. Once all 4 golems are down, they will all reactivate at the same time. And if they're all stacked nearly on top of each other, we can DPS them all down at once, which will make getting through this boss fight a lot faster. On fractals level 10 or higher, those white balls of electricity you see going out, if they hit you, they will cause agony. Agony is a condition that will give you damage over time, sort of like poison but hurts more. Once all 4 reactivated golems, cat golems, are destroyed or disabled, the fractal will be over. Golems, all 4 of them will activate at the same time, and if they're on top of each other, we can just DPS them down at once, especially with AoE attacks.
What is this thing over our heads?
That most people ignore those. It's some mechanic that's not really used that well. If you have a person If one of your allies had the same symbol over your head or an opposite symbol, you stand next to them, and that removes it from your head. You're welcome. And in general, you should get less attacks or something, but it doesn't seem like it works that way. I asked several people over the years about it, and they have no idea what it does. So over time, many people just started ignoring it.
I never pay attention to it.
I need to look it up on Wiki again. When I checked on Wiki, it wasn't there. But that was a long
I'm
time
so
ago.
work and it was hurting me.
Yeah. Well, you're Zerg. Everything's gonna hurt you, right?
Yeah.